This KISD Coaches Show is supported by Coach Henderson Sports Photography, Modern Appliance, Killeen Veterinary Clinic, Denali Roofing, CChelle Visuals, and Cloud Real Estate. Well, welcome into the pregame show here with Coach Jerry Edwards of the Harker Heights Knights, and 2-0 on the year going into tonight's ball game. And Coach, it's been a good season so far. I know you've seen some good things on the field, put some numbers up offensively and defensively. You've held your opponents to a pretty low amount of yardage, let's say. Let's go back to last week, Smithson Valley. Tough place to play, but you come away with the victory. Very proud of you boys.
Yeah, it was a great win for us. Really a tough contest to go to Smithson Valley and play there. You know, Coach Hill has been there for 30 years and well known in the San Antonio area, and always has a really good football team, a perennial playoff team. When we went down there, they were state ranked number 8 at the time. And so a really long road trip in a hostile environment with a very well-coached state-ranked team. And for us to go in and jump up on them early in the first half and get that win is, kind of a program-defining win, really and truly, and kind of a mark of a great team this year that we have. It wasn't the cleanest game that we've played all year. Credit to Smithson Valley. They shut us down in the second half, but our defense rose to the occasion. And created a turnover in the second half and had a goal line stand to kind of seal the win. So really proud overall of our team effort. Offensively, we had a 3-minute explosion right before half and kind of distanced ourselves from them, and then held on in the second half. You always got to find different ways to win football games. And then, the other night we did. We leaned on our defense and got the win.
Yeah, and your offense is always a strong point for you because that offensive line and that great backfield you have with the quarterback and the running backs. They did their chores the other night, everybody.
Yeah, offensively, right before half, Rashawn had a 75-yard touchdown run. He finished with just under 200 on the night, about 180-something yards. And then we had a big 70-yard pass to Diabri Hood, which set up a score with about a minute and a half to go in the half there. And so, opportunities to have explosive plays. Kyle McMillan had to start the scoring off for us, about a 50-yard touchdown pass. And so, and then we had drives where we methodically moved down the field and punched it in. And so those are things that we want to do throughout the night and just keep growing offensively. We did have some mistakes. We haven't won the turnover battle the first 2 weeks. So that's something we've kind of stressed this week. Our defense has been doing a good job, but we haven't got the turnovers that we generated last year, and so we got to do a better job. We got to win the turnover battle, and that's something that we got to fix.
Saturday morning, you let me watch tape, and then you, of course, the night before, then you start looking at Cedar Ridge. Tell us about it.
Well, Cedar Ridge is 1-1. Another. If you look at them historically, a Central Texas team that is in the playoffs year in, year out. And so they're going to be well coached. They played really hard-nosed defense, fly around, very active on that side of the football. And then, offensively, their tailback week 1 had a big week. A lot of long running touchdowns, caught a couple balls out of the backfield for touchdowns. And so he's very active. We got to keep an eye on him. And then they got a quarterback that can run and some receivers that are, very tall and long. You got a long reach. And so we got to do a good job, focus in and take care of us and execute to a high level.
Well, you'll be out of Searles Stadium, so a nice home game for you. All the Knights will be there, and hopefully have enough room for the band. That's what I'm worried about. They're going to squeeze that band in. I think they might take up one whole half side of the stadium there, buddy.
Yeah, Coach Norris and our band, the Big Red Brigade, they do a phenomenal job. They get us hyped during the games, and our kids feed off of it, and they do a great job. Him and the band directors and our drill team, and they just very, very supportive of us, and they know when to play and be loud, and they are big, about 300 plus strong, and so they'll take up some room. But we're excited to go play in Searles. We haven't been there. Our kids, it's a home game, but it's our first time ever being there. So it'll feel like an away game. But our kids are excited for the challenge, and I just told them this week, don't let it be a distraction. It's just another football field, just a different environment. So let's go over there and not be distracted by things we can't control, and I expect Night Nation to be there in full force. We're going to pack that thing out, and I think it's to be the first time Searles and KSD has seen the force of Night Nation, and Night Nation is going to converge on Searles. I guarantee it.
Yeah, and leading Night Nation, the principal over here at Harker Heights High School, unbelievable, man. He's everywhere. Every time there's a playoff game, no matter what sport it is, he's right there in the parade when you march him out to the bus. He's right at the front of the grandstands, in front of the kids, yelling with the kids. Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's good admin support. Mr. Solovia does a tremendous job, and he's a Harker Heights Knight, and he loves winning and the atmosphere. But he's 4 kids, and when you're 4 kids, you're at the band competitions, the Knights court club, choir, and he does everything. And he's 4 kids, and he's going to do everything he can to support them on the field, off the field, any type of extracurricular activity. He loves just the atmosphere and of it all, and we've been highly successful here lately, and he likes seeing it and seeing kids achieve a lot.
Even saw him out at the baseball games too last year. So you're wearing Rep the Shield shirt tonight. Is that the mantra this year?
Oh well, we've been. That's kind of been.
It's
kind of been our motto. Is we want to rep the shield and everything that it stands for. When you put on that Harker Heights logo and those double H's, you're representing our community, our coaches, our school, our admin that you mentioned a while ago, and so we always want to do it to the best of our ability. And so it's just something that we've kind of taken hold of here at Harker Heights, and we understand what it means. Is we got a duty to uphold, and we want to represent the shield and protect our kingdom and our castle, and go out there and give it our best effort, regardless if it's volleyball, track, our band, like you mentioned earlier. We're all in this together, and we all rep the shield, and we want to make sure that we always put our best foot forward, and always put the spotlight on Harker Heights High School.
District's just around the corner. You got another tune-up tonight. What's that locker room talk?
Well, just like I told them earlier in the week, you always want to see an improvement from week 1 to week 2. I felt like we improved a little bit, but we didn't make that big step that we need to take. And so we're healthy. We're 100% go this week, and so that's going to help. But I want to see a big jump in execution from week 2 to week 3, both offensively and defensively, and especially special teams. We've had a couple miscues there, and so we want to see a big step forward in those areas as we get ready for district play in a couple weeks.
And those last words are?
Go Knights!